All right, good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? Welcome to the August edition of the Phone Clinic. It's really an amazing one to have us here again. Last month was really amazing. It was very impactful, and I'm trusting that this month will also be the same. Thank you all so much for joining in. We're hoping that we're going to get more parents coming in, but I think I'm already seeing a few parents here already. So I want to say a very big thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. All right. I'm sure that we have our speakers here today already. I think we have our professionals who are going to be on hand to make this amazing session wonderful for us. Today we're going to be having Mrs. Stella Nwabike and also Miss Cynthia uh, Eziali. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Forgive me if I didn't, but they're going to really take us through an amazing session. I hope our speakers are already here so that we don't waste much time. After the session with our speakers, we are also going to give our parents the opportunity to ask the questions that they need to ask for anything at all. We want to also make you know that this session is being recorded. And also, if you check the registration, there was also a portion that we stated that some of these conversations, we are going to do them discreetly. We're going to have them discreetly done. It's also going to be aired publicly so that people that are not on this call, they can benefit from the positive things that we share here, the educational materials that we also share here. So please, we want everybody to be fully aware, our parents as well. We want to be fully aware. If our parents are not here, we're going to also make sure that somewhere along the line in the phone clinic session, we're also going to announce it again that this session is currently being recorded for those who would like to revisit it later in the future, and also going to be made public on our social media pages for people on social media to also benefit from it. But we promise it will be done discreetly with necessary discretion on anything that is personal that we shared here. But thank you all so much. Please feel free. We are your family. We're here to support you. The entire CLSN family is here to support you. My name is Olashibumi Adebari. I'm your host for today, or you can call me the moderator. And right now, I'm going to hand over to our speakers to take over this session. I'm sure we have Miss Cynthia and Mrs. Stella here on this call.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
All right. To our dear therapist, over to you. Thank you so much.
Over to
Please, our therapist, you can proceed. You can share your slides and then begin the presentation. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hola.
Good afternoon. Yes, you're audible. We can hear you.
Okay. We were told that it's going to be a question and answer session, and that the slides will not be needed. So there is no slide. So we'll be expecting the parents to ask us questions, and we are here to give the answers to their questions.
Them. Okay. To all our parents, please, if you have questions that you'd like to ask, please let us do that in the chat section, or you can raise your hand so that we call you, and then we also give you the opportunity to speak. Please feel free. If you don't want to grab the microphone, please, you can drop your questions in the chat section. If I may be given the opportunity to kick off this question and answer session, this is a question to all our therapists. We've heard some parents actually say that despite all the despite the fact that they follow through with all their intervention plans, the programs, dietary restrictions, etc., they don't see necessary improvement. In fact, they see a regression in the progress of their child. In the progress of a child, despite the fact that they follow all the intervention plans, the meal plans, the therapy plans that they always put in place for the children. And one of the questions the parents ask is, if they go through this phase, let's say after 6 months or 1 year, they don't even see improvement. In fact, they see a regression. How should they approach this from a psychological and a professional standpoint? I hope you get my question. Hope you got my question, our therapist.
Please come again, Ola.
I said, some parents have discussed with us when we had conversations with them during our shoots that they follow the meal plans, the intervention plans, the dietary restrictions, all the things that they were told to follow to help their child make progress. But instead of seeing any form of progress in the child is also regressing, right? They are seeing some things that were not there before are now present. Challenges that weren't there before at the beginning, they're not even present, even though they are following through with all of those things. So, from a professional standpoint and also psychologically, how should these parents approach this new situation where their child is worse off than they were when they started? How should they approach that?
Okay, thank you, Ola. Okay, in this journey, we expect the parents to be patient. Patience and consistency is what they need. Yes, there are times that during the therapy procedure or during the journey, there will be some challenges that will come up. But those challenges will be handled accordingly with patience and consistency and therapy intervention. Do you understand what I mean? So in this journey of autism or special needs, what I will advise parents to be consistent, and they should be patient, and they should follow due processes. With prayers, they will overcome. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much. I hope our parents got that. Please, if you are our parents that are here on the call, please, if you have questions, kindly drop them. If you have questions, please kindly drop them so that our therapists, they are here to answer these questions if you have questions. For those that are also in-house as well, our CLSN stakeholders, please, if you have questions as well that can really help our parents, sometimes we can be shy, especially those of us that work with parents that you know that there are questions. Please feel free to drop, your opinion, maybe something that happened recently, a situation that you're privileged to experience, and then you feel like this is something that you like to say to encourage parents or help them go through any circumstance or situations that they might be going through, please feel free to raise your hand so that we can have a very healthy conversation. We're hoping to hear from our parents. I see, is it Naomi Gracia? I hope I'm saying that correctly. I see Hajara here as well. Miss Hajara is here as well. I think Mrs. Joy is also here as well. Yes, Oluchi, please carry on.
All right. Thank you very much, Ola. Okay. So I have a question. We mostly talk about the children with special needs, or sometimes we also talk about the siblings of children with special needs, also the caregivers as well, but we don't really stress about the caregivers. So my question is, how can caregivers manage their own stress while caring for a child with special needs?
Good
I don't know if you
afternoon,
got the
everyone.
question.
Yes, I did. And concerning the caregivers taking their own stress, it's always advised that a caregiver to, in order to come burnout, a caregiver should take a break. So one caregiver cannot like work with a special need on a stretch. So the caregiver should take a break at some point. So maybe the parents of the child should take over, either the mother or anyone that is why the caregiver in order not to have burnout, he or she should give himself some time himself then. Because if you are not, as a caregiver, if you are not mentally or psychologically prepared, you cannot also pick up. So you should give yourself time before you continue.
Okay, just to add to
I
what
hope I answered
Cynthia.
your question.
So Cynthia, it was kind of difficult to hear what you were saying. Are you probably using headphones or anything like that? Because we really couldn't hear as clearly as we could hear Madam Stella. Thank you. Oh, Master, please, you can carry on.
Okay, okay. Okay, let me remove it.
Okay, just to add to what she was trying to say, it's okay to have, it's okay to be, for you to accept, it's okay for you to have stress, just for you to accept it accept it. Accept the frustration. It's normal because taking care of these children is not easy. Let's face the fact, it's not easy. There will always be burnout, there will always be stress. But for you to accept it is one thing. Once you accept the situation or the situation on ground and you recognize the feeling, that is the first step. That will help you to be able to manage the stress. Then you take regular breaks. Regular breaks is very, very important. It's not necessary that you must work all through the day. At least 10 minutes, 20 minutes rest, it's okay. Then always seek help from professionals. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Okay, I'm seeing a few of our parents here. Please, if I call you out, just say hi. Let's just do that you're here with us. Please, no pressure whatsoever. Just say hi. Let's know that you're here with us. Is Esther Andrew? Are you here with us? Just say hi if you're here with us.
Hi.
Hello, it's welcome. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm also seeing. I hope I'm getting this correctly. Ifeyinwa, hope I'm saying that correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. I'm a Yoruba man that is trying my very best. Or you can correct me once you unmute your mic. Are you here with us? Okay, I'm not getting a response there. Let's see if we can still move on. Okay, before we do that, CMA, please, you have your hands up. Please carry on, ma. Good afternoon, ma. Your network is breaking up a bit. Am I the only one? It's breaking from my end. Yes, we can hear you, but it's breaking a little bit, ma.
It's okay now.
Okay, I think it's getting better now. Okay.
I'm okay now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I wanted to just chip in something when they were talking about caregiving, the frustration. So my question I asked in the chat box was, supposing is a living caregiver, what would the person do? So I wanted to answer the questions, add to what Stella said. Like for instance, the ones we have as a support resident, it's like a caregiving job for these special needs children. It's like a woman that just put to bed. Are you hearing me?
Yes, my loud and clear.
Okay, I said it's like somebody that is just like a woman that just put to bed. The advice they normally give us then is that once your baby is sleeping, sleep. So that when the baby wakes up, you wake up with the baby. So those children you are taking care of, once they are having because they have time for rest. Once they are resting, you rest with them. That you will not burn out your energy fast. So that's what I want to contribute for those that are living in a caregiver. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, ma. That's very important to note. Joy, are you here with us? I can see Joy. Are you here with us? Say hi if you're here with us.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello. How are you doing? Thank you for joining in. How has been your day?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Do you by chance have any question that you'd like to ask? Anything you'd like to contribute? An experience you'd like to share at all?
None for now.
All right. Thank you so, so much. I'm also seeing Godwin Regina. Are you here with
Oh,
us?
yes, I
Hello,
am
how are
here.
you doing?
I'm
How are you
well.
doing?
It's nice
A
to be
pleasure.
here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's your day been going?
Very well, very well. Thank
All
you.
right, I'll pose the same question to you because I want to give everybody opportunity to speak. Do you have any question you'd like to ask, any experience you'd like to share at all?
Oh, none for now.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, really appreciate
Thank
it. Please forgive me. Is this Naomi Garcia? Oh, real Naomi Garcia. I said Garcia. Garcia. Are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here with you.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to have
Good
you here. How are you
afternoon.
doing?
Yes, thank you. I'm okay.
All right.
I have friends who have problems with
Okay.
the autistic children.
Oh,
So I
okay.
really am having that empathy with them, and it's not
Mm,
easy. So they
mm,
usually have these tantrums that
mm.
they experience so much when they are in a good mood one day, then another day they'll be in a terrible situation. They don't want to eat, they don't want to look at anybody, they don't want to be with anybody. How can a parent solve that problem? Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you so much. If you don't mind me asking, which part of the world are you joining us from?
I'm in Nigeria.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
working in Lagoon School. I'm working in Lagoon School.
Oh, oh, wow. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
God bless
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you so,
Yeah,
so
thank
much. All right,
you.
our therapist, over to you. I'm sure we got a question. Over to you.
On that same page.
This is the message you sent for it.
In order
Okay.
to answer,
This is my
okay, in order to answer her question about throwing tantrums and what a parent can do when the child is throwing tantrums. So first of all, you try to find out what triggers all those tantrums first. Find out the root cause of the tantrum and always try to calm the child down. Before you introduce any other thing, get the child to calm. Once the child is calm, then try to know what triggered the tantrum, then and avoid it. But when the child is throwing tantrum, you must first of all calm that child down. That is the first step before any other thing takes place. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thanks a million.
Naomi Bryson.
I will tell the
All
parents.
right, all right. You're welcome.
Thank you
Okay,
so much
just
for
to
that.
add to what
Yes, please carry on, Madam Stella.
Cynthia said. During tantrum, I will advise the parents stay calm. Don't shout and don't become aggressive during that when that child is having that episode. Then try to keep the child in a safe place. When you keep the child, you try to keep the child in a safe place to avoid the child moving to a dangerous or trying to use a dangerous object to harm him or herself. Then try to reduce the stimulation. As in, if there is noise or if there is crowd, you try to figure out what actually is causing the child having that tantrum. But please, what you should avoid is don't negotiate in the middle of that tantrum. Wait until the child is calm before you are able to ask, do you want anything? Or just try to calm the child down and try to figure out what might be the cause of the child having that episode. Then give the child enough time to calm down. Once the child calms down, give the child enough time to calm down, enough space. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that answer. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that. Mr. Wuri, I can see your hands up, sir. Please carry on.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, my question is more holistic, as it involves stakeholders, the therapists, and every other person involved. But I want the therapy to take their own side. Let me help. How can we move from simple showing compassion to taking practical action that create lasting change for children with special needs? You do get me? I should come again. I should come again.
Yes, please.
Okay. How can we move from simply showing compassion to taking practical action that create lasting change for children with special needs?
Okay, Moses. Why, if you want to transition from showing compassion to applying practical steps, we cannot always continue to show compassion maybe in the face of discipline, because sometimes the children may like do some certain things that you will not like. Showing compassion at that moment will honestly be a bit impossible. So sometimes you discipline, let the child know. Most of them, they know what they did is wrong. They actually know what, some of them, they know what, like, especially when they do something that is not right, they know. So sometimes you discipline them. So that discipline is going to, like, next time that action is going to, like, that behavior is going to happen again, they will remember that they were not positively reinforced. So, and they will know the consequences as well. So they will avoid that particular behavior. So we can always, sometimes compassion should be set aside and discipline should take its course. Sometimes.
That's
Moses,
very healthy balance sometimes. Please, carry on, please, if you have something to add to that.
Okay. First of all, you will first
to know if you send them with what you expect.
Please, Madam Stella, you can carry on.
Okay. I want to say first, you understand your child. Once you understand your child, not the diagnosis. Once you are able to understand the child very well, that is when you will now know how to go about it. Then you turn this compassion or empathy into action. What do I mean? You don't say, you will not tell you will not feel sorry for the child. Rather, you will look for how to support this child so that this child can be independent. That's the focus. Then you focus on the skill or the behavior that the child is exhibiting, and so it may be tantrum because of communication. Maybe the child is trying to communicate, but he is not being understood. That might be the reason for the child throwing such tantrums and so. But that's why I said you need to understand your child, because all children, whether verbal or non-verbal, they have, if those that are non-verbal, they have ways in which they communicate. And when they are trying to communicate and you don't get it, that's when you see them throwing that tantrum, or that you see them showing that challenging behavior. So once you understand the child, then the next thing you will do is probably you build independence. You build independence for that child. How do you do this? You teach the child skills that can help the child in everyday living. Then, as time goes on, you measure the progress and so on. Thank you.
Okay. Wow. I think I have a fair few hands. Please let me give this one to Julius. Mr. Julius, please, after Mr. Julius, then we can take the hands of peace. Thank you so much.
Okay, sorry, is it Damian Julius or another Julius? Sorry.
You, sir, Damian Julius. Forgive me for not saying the whole thing. Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Very insightful question. Meaning is what's happening. Number one is okay, how do we, a child that is loaded with toxins, and I don't know, And is there any way it can be reviewed? That toxins that is putting him to throw tantrums or putting him to act in such a way that becomes uncontrollable. Is there any way it can be reviewed? Is it done in hospital or anywhere that can be reviewed to check the level of acidity that is causing this thing? Is there anything like that? That's number one. Then number two, I don't know. From the information I'm getting or the information I've read, I don't know if it is true. Does vaccine at early stage, some of the vaccines given to children, do they cause autism, or is this that this information I'm getting are not true? I've read some things about from the US, some information about the US trying to say that they've just discovered that vaccines are the cause of, is one of the causes of autism in children. And I'm trying to find out whether it is true, and if it is true, how do we go about it for children that have not, we've not seen them, or the children, the unborn that are going to come to life, and then what do we do to mitigate this? Thank you.
That's quite a question. Our therapist, let me hand over to you quickly so you can answer that.
Okay, Mr. Julius. I would say I don't think it is not scientifically proven that vaccination causes autism. So the cause is unknown. It is unknown. No one knows what causes it, whether it's vaccine or whatever. So we don't know that. I cannot give an answer to what it is that is not scientifically proven. So let's strike that aside. Vaccine does not cause autism. Then the one of thousands, you said checking the child thousands level. Is it done in the hospital or elsewhere? So it must be, before you say a child is autistic or is on the spectrum, the child must be first of all diagnosed in the hospital. The child must be diagnosed first before you can say. You cannot just because you are seeing some symptoms, you say, okay, this child has autism. So you work with diagnosis, you work with your doctor, probably a neuro surgeon, something like that. The doctor will tell you, okay, this is it. The level, there are some children that their autism spectrum disorder is severe. Some their own are minor or mild, so they don't operate on the same level. So when they tell you the level at which your child own is, then you should now be able to approach therapists, and with the test results and all that, then they will know how to provide individualized intervention for that child. So diagnosis must be done in the hospital, and vaccines does not cause autism. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, ma, but I'm afraid the diagnosis they do now, is it a practical diagnosis? Do they run any particular test for something? Because from all indications, I have an autistic child, and they said it was observations. The neurosurgeon or neurologist happened to just observe and they made some observations, and that's all. They did not run any test to that extent to say that, okay, this child has autism. And even all the other places we visited, sometimes they'll just observe and tell you that, yes, these are the things, these are the particular things they manifested, and they have showed that, yes, this child has some spectrum of autism. So I don't know if there are particular diagnoses that they run in hospital with blood or what, or test, some particular tests that will show this acidity or level of acidity or level of, or those particular spectrums of autism. I have not yet seen one case like that.
Okay, the diagnosis in psychology, there is what we call overt behavior. Overt behaviors are behaviors that you can observe. So when a professional, it could be a psychologist, neurologist, so when they observe the child, there are some overt behaviors that you can easily see that, okay, you can say, look at the symptoms, look at the signs I'm seeing in this child. This child should be on the spectrum or this and that. That is, will I call it overt diagnosis. So the one of covert, the one that is inside, that is not seen with ordinary eyes. So that one now, I would say that it is that one that determines whether the child's the spectrum is either severe or mild. So when you are, as your child is on the spectrum, maybe you should approach the neurologist, try to find out whether your child's own is severe or mild. Or when your child's own is severe, you should know. When it is mild, you should know, because there are some children that the symptoms they are showing is not all that, as in it's not really something to show too much concern on. You understand why there are some children that their own autism, they don't speak, they are non-verbal. So those ones, their own are mild, are severe. So there are some that they communicate, they maintain a little bit of eye contact, they answer their names. So when you talk to them, when you ask them a question, they will repeat that same question and answer it. That is what we call echolalia. Like when you ask them, what is your name? They will, in response, they will tell you, what is your name? My name is this. Or they will say, what is your name? Cynthia. You understand? So they will repeat that question and now give you answer. So they manifest in different folds. So like now, I have my other therapist on this call. So they will also, give their own input concerning the diagnosis, whether is of tests that will be run in a lab or by observation.
Okay, just to add to what Cynthia is trying to explain, for you to be able to know if your child, how autism is being diagnosed, first of all, they take detailed developmental history about the child. As in, they will ask questions about the child's communication, about the child's social interaction, how the child plays, maybe the child's behavior, and the development of the child right from when the child is small. Then the child is being observed. They observe the child to know how the child plays, how he or she responds, how the different situation is. Then I think there is this that there is autism assessment tools too that they use to assess the process and the child's behavior. Then after the assessment, they kind of observe the child and know the level in which this autism is in, whether whether the autism is on a high side or if the autism is mild. But the important thing that is always significant in this autism is delay in speech, maybe poor eye contact, the tantrum, or the difficult in socializing with other kids. These are some of the symptoms that you see in a child and you say, probably this child is on the autism spectrum. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much. Peace, please. Without further ado, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So my question is, in a situation where a child is having like really bad tantrums, you had mentioned earlier that you try to take him away in order not to injure him. So what about the ones that, let's say, they start breaking televisions, breaking plates, tearing walls? Because I saw a video one time where the child was really destroying a lot, and in as well as the parents was trying to talk to him, but he wasn't listening to anybody. Right. So in that situation, now how do you manage that situation? Because if you try to maybe touch him, he may even wound you or scratch you or even bite you. So that situation, what do you do in order to calm that child?
Okay, thank you for that. A therapist, let me hand that over to you.
Please come again.
Okay, I was saying that in a situation where a child is having really bad tantrums, that it results to destroying television, doors, plates, breaking things in the house. Because I know you had mentioned earlier that you try to know why that child is having that tantrum and try to take him out from maybe that place he is. But is it remember you cannot even take that child out, because if you want make an attempt, he may wound you at that point. So how do you manage such calm that child, that tantrum? Do you hear me?
Okay. First of
Your
all,
voice is
every behavior of a child surely has something that triggered it. So first, stay calm and speak softly to the child. Try to get the child's trust, kind of telling the child that the child is safe. Trying to assure the child that you are here to help the child. It's not a good time for you to start screaming or for you to start shouting. You as the caregiver or parent, you just need to get hold of yourself and be calm. Then you give the child space. Don't allow the child to be where there is crowd or around any child or somebody that he or she can injure. Just everybody should give the child space. Remove everything, any sharp object or anything that you know that we kind of harm the child. Then you try to remove any stimulations like music, or turn down the television or anything that you feel might be what might have triggered the child. Don't demand for explanation at that particular time, because that is not the time to start asking the child, what is it? What is wrong with you? Well, questions like that wouldn't help at that particular time. Then you offer other kind of calming techniques, maybe trying to calm the child with any sensory item, or trying to tell the child, breathe in, breathe out, I'm here to help you. Just try to talk to the child slowly and softly. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ola, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. That was quite insightful. T gang, hey, please, forgive me, but this is a T gang. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Forgive me if I am not. You can correct me once you're mute your mic, but please, you have the stage. And after that, then we have Mrs. Florence Abulime. T gang, are you here? Okay. Miss Florence, can you carry on?
Okay, I'm here, please. Sorry, I was trying to
Okay.
unmute my mic. Good evening, everyone.
Okay. All right. Carry on, please.
Okay, please, I want to ask, the other therapist spoke about the echolalia or whatever. Please, is there hope that someday the person on the spectrum that is always repeating, when you ask them something, they repeat it. Is there hope that someday they will start responding and not repeating what you asked?
Okay, Mrs. Tigenge. Yes, echolalia can stop. I once worked with a client that has echolalia. So, like when I ask him, "What is your name?" he would say, "What is your name?" Then he would say his name. When you say, "What do you want?" he will say, "What do you want?" Then he will tell you what he wants. So I began by teaching him that when I ask you what is your name, you are not meant to repeat after me because he is verbal. So you're not meant to repeat after me. You are meant to tell me, my name is this. You understand? So, well, it was somewhat difficult, but it is doable. Sometimes it may seem as if, like when you keep correcting the child, you see the child still repeating the same thing. Sometimes it may seem as if, it's like this thing is not gonna stop. All this, you're trying to discourage yourself. No, continue, because what works with these children is consistency. So you have to be very consistent in any strategy, in whatever this thing you are doing. You have to be very consistent with it. Continue to do it. Continue to let that child know that this is not the right way to say it. This is the right way to say it. Then even when you ask, what is your name? And you see that the child is trying to repeat that what is, just go straight and say, my name is, then you tell that child, say, my name is, continue to do it, you continue to do it. Then with time, it may take some few weeks. The child will now begin to adjust and know that this is not the way I'm supposed to say it. Rather, this is the way I'm supposed to. Just continue to model it continuously. Don't like do today, tomorrow you rest. If not, the child will relapse. So you continue, let it be a continuous process. It must be very continuous, and you will see the child, you begin to pick from what teaching. So if you wouldn't mind, I would want to know the area where your child is experiencing this echolalia, like how severe or how mild is this on?
Okay. The thing there is that the child is with you people now, but I notice that anytime I speak with him, he's always repeating what I ask. So but I just asked to know if it's going to stop someday.
Yes, sure. I believe the therapists that they are doing the needful. So it will stop. It's not something that is going to stop like immediately. It will take time, but it will stop. As long as it is, as in this thing is consistent, it will definitely stop gradually. You will see it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, Mrs. Lawrence, please over to you. Okay, I think Joy is saying that yes, echolalia can stop. My son has improved greatly. So that's good testimony. That's a good feedback. So yes, there is massive hope for great improvements. Mrs. Lawrence, over to you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Here, I have a troubling question here. We're given a menu list, like a timetable for the menu that I'm to give my child. So for the fruits part, there was no banana, and my son really loves banana, so he's always asking for banana. So I want to ask, the way he asks for it, I think too often. I explained to him, because even his therapy has explained to him also some of the food items that he likes that not on the menu. So for the banana, he keeps asking. So please, I want to ask, can I give him some time, or I should just stop totally?
Therapist, you can go ahead and have that.
Okay. He's being asked not to take banana. It's not as if he's not going to take banana again in his life. It's just for a period of time. So our advice, you don't give him. Because if you give him, probably there is the reason why he's being asked not to take banana will keep repeating itself. So for now that he's been advised not to take banana, please stick to it. Probably later in life, or when he's a bit older, they might still suggest that he continues taking banana.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Do we have any of our parents who still have questions? Okay, we have Marvelous asking a question. Can children on the spectrum or children living with ADHD be disciplined, especially when they are being overly naughty or violent? Okay, our therapist, let me hand that question over to you.
Well, just like I stated earlier, they can be disciplined because will not always, I think I answered that when I was answering Mr. Moses. So sometimes you cannot always be going with compassion, compassion, compassion. Sometimes you spare the road and spoil the child. Like let the child be disciplined, especially when they are becoming overly naughty. And when you have applied other strategies, trying to calm down and all that, there are some things that a child on the spectrum can do that you need to just a little spank, not like too much beating, just spank. When you spank, like very stern, let your face, let the child see that you don't even have in, like you are be very, very serious from your face. Let the child know that the stern look you are giving him, that and it means that he has already crossed boundaries. So they can be disciplined, they can be spanked too, to know that they are crossing boundaries.
Okay, thank you very much for
Okay,
that.
just to add to what
Yes, Mr. Lakaria.
okay, just to add to what Cynthia said, these children, I believe, we also want them to have good behaviors and to be well behaved. So you will try to keep the rules short and clear. You make rules. You try to keep the rules short and clear, and you give them instruction once at a time. Then once they maybe behave very well, you praise them. You frequently praise good behaviors so that they will know that once they do the other one that is not good, they won't be praised. You know, children love to be praised. So if they behave naughty and maybe they behave badly, be firm with them. Let them understand that what they did is wrong. These children, they understand and they know. So you have to be fair. It's not even about beating. You can speak to the child and be firm with the child and try to make the child understand that this behavior you did is wrong. Don't do it again. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much. I can see Deborah's hand. Deborah, please carry on.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So I just want to respond to Mrs. Florence based on the question she had about she being able to give her child banana. So I would like to advise that she might meet with a nutritionist to know if she can go ahead and give the child the banana, because there will definitely be the reason why the nutritionist removed the banana from the initial meal plan. So before she go ahead and give the child the banana, please, I will advise that she meets with the nutritionist to know if she can go ahead and give the child the banana or not. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Deborah.
Thank you so much for that. Do we still have any of our parents who would like to ask questions? We have spent about 53 minutes past 4 p.m. And is there any of our parents who still like to ask questions? Because I think we've had a very rich and healthy conversation today. Okay. Yeah. All right, let me use this opportunity to thank everybody who has joined this call, from our parents, CLSN staffs, and stakeholders. Thank you so much for joining, volunteers as well. We really appreciate you for coming out. To our parents, if you've not joined the NWD, the CLSN community on our new NWD platform, there is a new NWD platform that we have partnered with here in CLSN. If you have not joined that community, please, you need to join that community. Important information, helpful tips are also being shared on the NWD CLSN community page. It's going to be very helpful for you. Just go to your Play Store or Apple Store on your phone and search for NWD or Niger Waiting Day. Niger Waiting Day. Just download the app, and then on the community page, once you've signed up, you'll be able to search for the CLSN community, make your request, and then the moderators will add you to the community. And trust me, you are going to absolutely love it. As a point of a reminder, the upcoming events that we have here at CLSN, we are having the International Day of Charity. The International Day of Charity is coming up shortly. I believe there's the 5th of September. There's going to be the International Day of Charity. There is a virtual event where we're bringing up one of the top voices in the special needs world. A top voice is also somebody that we you really love to hear from that person. She's, I think, I'm going to get the name of the person and share it with us. But please make sure that you are a part of that conversation. Make sure you join in. And then next week, Thursday, I believe, the 27th of August, we are having a webinar, Voices in the Curriculum, a co-design intervention conversation with families, caregivers, and educators. The Education and Design, Instructional Design Department here at CLSN is organizing that webinar for parents to come in. It's very important that you as a parent, you are part of the educational system that surrounds special needs children, also owning that these are kids that are very special to us. And so our team has come up with a very encompassing webinar to make sure that all of us are also a part of that conversation. So please, please, and please, our parents, if you have not registered for that, I'm sure that we have that all of our social media pages. Check the community page as well on Facebook, also on the NWD platform. You will see the link to register there. But let me post that information here, so that if you have not yet registered, if you're a parent and you have not registered for our upcoming webinar that is happening next week, please, I've dropped the information in the chat box. If you have not yet registered, please go and register right away. You are really going to enjoy that. You really love to be a part of it as well. Thank you also very much. Please be reminded that this call was recorded, and for educational purposes only, some of the excerpts of this conversation will be made public online so that other people that were not able to make it will benefit from some of the answers that our therapists have given us today. But we promise, with necessary discretion, we are also going to take care of all of the media that goes on the internet. So thank you also very much. We really appreciate it. From the entire CLSN family to our parents who showed up today, thank you so much. We thoroughly appreciate you. Also to our therapists, Mrs. Stella Nwabike and Miss Cynthia, thank you so much for such insightful thing. Also to our therapists that chimed in once in a while, Deborah as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are going to call it a day here today. I want to say a very big thank you. My name is Olashibumi Adibari, and I've been your moderator for today. Next week, Thursday, I hope to see us at the next event that we're having, the next virtual event that we're having. Thank you all so much, and please have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you.